What's going on, gentlemen, but also ladies if you're watching? So today's video is going to be a top 10 summer niche video. So I actually have a lot of decants here as I really don't like spending a lot of money on niche fragrances. I'm more of a designer guy, but I do appreciate a good quality niche. So I do have 3 bottles, but most of these are decants with a few travel sprays. So these are in no particular order. So let's just knock out the creeds first. First one is actually Creed EROLFA. So it's got citruses, herbal notes, sandalwood, musk, and a lot of other notes. This is one of my very favorites from the House of Creed. It's very casual fragrance. You can wear it to the office if you want, but it's really just a casual kind of scent, very refreshing. It does have a bit of a 90s cologne vibe since it did came out sometime in the mid-90s. So the second one is, this is a gift from my good friend Joe Anthony. MILLESIME Imperial. My God, this is one of my very favorites when it comes to any niche fragrance out there. Some of the notes: fruity notes, sea salt, citruses, sea notes. This is very casual, but you could use it for the office. I think it's just a phenomenal fragrance, you know, and I'm glad that Joe gave me, and the generosity of him was just outstanding. So Joe, again, thank you very much, little brother. This definitely has that nautical vibe with the sea notes, but just phenomenal fragrance. So the last Creed in this video is, no, it's not Aventus, nor is it Creed Virgin Isle Water, which I wish I had a decant because that's just phenomenal, but this is Silver Mountain Water. So I actually bought this from Manny from the channel Cascade Scents. This is a very versatile fragrance. It's mature, it's classy. Some of the notes: green tea, black currant, musk, and citrus. Just a phenomenal scent from the House of Creed. This is very natural. The most prominent note is that green tea with the black currant. I just adore this one. The next one is going to be from the House of BOIS 1920, and I love this house, but this is AGRUMI AMARI di Sicilia. So some of the notes: it's got a lot of petitgrain, lots of citrus with a little bit of lavender, some black currant, some florals. This is a very unisex fragrance, but it's not more masculine, nor is it more feminine. I absolutely love this one. I haven't really been wearing it all that much just because I have so many fragrances in my collection. It's really hard to choose, but this one, just beautiful, from the House of BOIS 1920, AGRUMI AMARI di Sicilia. The next one is from the House of ATELIER, and this is just a travel spray, and this is CEDRE at Last. So I actually did a review of this one with my friend Peter. Peter didn't like this one, unfortunately, and you know, he did say that the combination is just a little bit different when it comes to the note-wise, and I kind of have to agree. It's not the most well-blended from the House of ATELIER, and they have some really amazing blended fragrances, but minus this one. But this is probably one of my very favorites from the company. So some of the notes are cedar, citruses, vetiver, papyrus. As I stated, it's not the most well blended, but this is just a phenomenal scent to my nose. It sounds kind of like a bit of an oxymoron, or that I'm kind of contradicting myself when I say it's not the best blended from the house, but it's one of my favorites. The next one is going to be from Atelier, and this is Orange Sanguine. So I think that this fragrance kind of puts the house on the map when it comes to the YouTube reviewing aspect. I believe so, I could be wrong, but this has a ton, and I mean a ton, of citruses. It's got jasmine, sandalwood, tonka bean. I believe it has some musk. This is extremely pleasant. It's pretty much like putting your nose to an orange peel. It's just so citrusy, so zesty, so uplifting. It's fantastic. So is CEDRAT ENIVRANT. So this is actually a gift from Steven from the Redolescence channel. So Steven, thank you very much. This has tons of citrus, juniper, berries, basil, vetiver, including other notes. Now the only downfall to this one, however, is that it doesn't really last all that long on my skin. I only get about 2.5 hours, but the smell of it is just amazing. I love this one. Very casual, very uplifting, very zesty. The 8th fragrance in this list is going to be from the House of ACQUA di Parma, and this is MANDORLO di Sicilia. Some of the notes: green almond, vanilla, star anise, peach, some florals. This is extremely unisex, so some guys are going to think that this is a little bit too feminine for their taste, and I could definitely see that. But I adore this fragrance. I think it's fantastic. It is very, very sweet, so I really wouldn't wear this one on a hot summer day. This is probably more of a night out fragrance, so just a great gourmand at that. So the next fragrance is from the same company, and this is Junipero di Sardegna. So some of the notes: juniper, tons of pepper. It's got some hazelnut, including some, I believe it has some citruses. This is the opposite of Mandorlo de Sicilia, which is super unisex. This is very masculine. I wouldn't want to wear this one on a hot summer day either. I think that this is more of a night fragrance just because it's very spicy, very bold and loud in that opening, but it does dry down to a very gentleman-like scent. So Junipero di Sardegna from the house of ACQUA de Parma. And guys, the last fragrance in this list is just a 5 ml sample or decant, if you will. Now, to be honest and to be fair, I really needed a 10th fragrance in this one, and I'm not a fan of this one, unfortunately, but it's a good scent. It's just, unfortunately, on me, it doesn't blend well. It's a clone to Creed Aventus. There's tons of clones out there of that fragrance, but I've smelled it on other people, and it smells really well. It's my chemistry. But this is from the house of MANCERA, and this is CEDRE BOISE or BOISE. So some of the notes: black currant, fruity notes, cedar, leather. It's got some other woods. This is a really good fragrance. It's just, unfortunately, on me, it doesn't smell good. I sprayed it on a friend of mine at work, and it smells really good on him. So clearly, it's me. You know, so unfortunately, just doesn't work. So guys, that's it. That is 10 fragrances, 10 niche fragrances for the summertime, guys. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, share the video, and I'll see you later.